We're joined on the pre-match for the Ecclesfield Red Rose game against with Adam Deakin. Now last week he was the pre-match. Now he's back to his normal settings of the interview. How do you feel?
Yeah, back in front of the camera today, so it's easier, to be honest, mate. You don't realise how cold it was last week. My fingers were dropping off holding that camera all game. So I hope the footage were worth it. But try my best. I know it'll probably be better this week. So happy days.
Well, the guy that filmed your interview last week, Roper, is back in net today.
Yeah.
Ollie Clark's absent, and we couldn't get any other keepers in, so the undefeated Roper's back in.
Yeah.
Quite a touch of experience, so it's not the worst replacement in the world.
No, he's an experienced goalkeeper. He's probably not really wanting to play, but he's doing us a favour again. Looking at the size of their striker, he's bigger than me, and Roper's not the tallest goalkeeper. It could be a busy day for him, but yeah, he's doing us a favour again, and you can't say a favour on that. He's a good club man, and every time we called on him, he's done a job. So fingers crossed he keeps his unbeaten record. I'd love to get another win today with Roper in that. I'll listen to all his gloating and chirping if he pulls this one off. So
looking here behind the goal, we've got Aidan Davies returns today to be.
Yeah, so Aidan's back. Obviously, we know he's not fully fit, and probably going to be looking after himself a little bit, I imagine. I think I would do as well after such a bad injury. But he's put himself back in the running to play, and you've got to respect that if he thinks he's up to playing. We know he's not going to be 100%, but we've got to respect that. Fair play to him.
And his impact's probably has been missed, especially the goals and stuff like that. So that'll be a great addition when he's fully back in.
Yeah, I mean, I think he offers something a bit different to some of the other players. He's a very willing runner. He likes to get behind his man, and sometimes if you're constantly playing in front of the back four, it can be a bit easier. But I say he offers something a little bit different, and fingers crossed today we can utilise that. So
coming off the back of two defeats, probably both controversial, as you can see in the videos of a couple of refereeing decisions that haven't gone our way, especially last week with the very famous decision with the goal. So two defeats in the last two games isn't ideal, but it's just a fresh start again today.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the last two games probably feel like we probably should have won both. I mean, last week I still stand by. I've watched it a few times. Their goal offside. Obviously, we had a perfectly good goal given, and obviously their goalkeeper should have been sent off if he's not going to play advantage.
And it also seemed to be like that was the exact same the week before as well.
Yeah, but I'm not going to dig on the ref. He was a young lad, and by and large, I'd say probably 95% of the game he did well. It was a tough tie. It was a competitive game, and sometimes you make a little mistake. You're only 17, and by and large, he did well. So look, he made a mistake. We lost. Is he going to change our season? No. So but I mean, I say we could have got a result out of both those games. Unfortunately, they've not gone our way. So now on to an even tougher test today. We've got to see how we do.
Undefeated Ecclesfield have won, I believe, every single game this season. Is it?
Six.
It's going to be a tough one. You look at the results we've had this season. We have played some of the better sides in the league, but I also think that in the majority of the games we probably should have got something, maybe. So today it's going to be another one of them tough games.
Yeah.
What do you think it takes to get something out of it?
Well, I mean, I've just been talking to a few of them, and their gaffer was just saying the first time they've had their full team out today. So it seems to be a recurring theme where we're playing everybody's best team every week. But they said a few of the players that I've missed out. I mentioned somebody, captain of Harlem FC, he's not even made their squad today. So obviously they're a good side. I recognise a few from Jubilee last year who had a good team. A lot of them have joined the Jubilee first team, and a lot of them have joined these. So obviously they've strengthened up massively. They look a big, strong team. They all look fit. They're 6-0. They've been running since 1915. They're a long-established club. So
there's a reason why they're doing so well.
Yeah, I mean, this is their 110th year. We're in our 5th. Obviously today again, the amount of players we're missing again is crazy. Really, it really is. But you can only deal with what you've got, and we've got to try as hardest. And we're playing with probably a depleted squad, but also a lot of injuries that are going to be playing injured today. So we've just got to give it our best, try and hold us own. If we get something magic, we'll just put up a good showing again and show what we're about as Bentley Village.
That's all I needed for the prediction. But I just want to touch on next week, because two parallel games, Swinton at home last week, and then next week. Next week's probably, in my opinion, the biggest game of the season for us, quarter-final of the cup that we've never been further than the quarterfinals before. So it's massive to get something in that game to try and get into the next round.
Yeah, I mean, every game's a big game now, like whether we like it or not. We're in a relegation dogfight at the moment, so this game is equally as important next week. Obviously, what you want to win trophies if you can, but look, I'm fully expecting them to have a better team next week than what they fielded last week. I already know that we're missing a lot of players for next week, so who knows? You never know. Do I think that if the two teams played each other again that played last week, I'd probably say we'd be favourites to win, but that's just not going to happen. So we've got to take every game as it comes and give everything in all the matches and see what happens.
So fingers crossed we get something today, and it's going to be a tough one. Ecclesfield away, top of the league.
Yeah.
Cheers, Joe.
Cheers, mate.
A tough game today?
Yeah, top of the league. We've won every game, haven't we? Played 6-1-6, averaging 3 a game. We're up against it, aren't we, today? But we've got a few players back today, so I'm looking forward to the game and looking forward to. It's a good measuring stick to see where we are actually, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we can see we've got a couple of players back.
Aiden's back. That's a big deal, isn't it?
Aiden's back. It's his first game back after he dislocated his shoulder. So it's we'll see what he does. It's sooner than we thought. So hopefully it comes through unscathed. And hopefully we can get ball down playing, and we'll see where we are against a quality side like these.
Historically, this sort of pitch is in our favour. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah. We always play well on these 4G pitches. So just as long as we just do what we normally do on these 4G pitches,
we'll be alright.
We should be alright. It's going to be an interesting game. I'll leave him isolated. Just pull the fucking. Jordan.
He's injured.
Save.
No. He's just kicked right there. He's doing it. Oh, these are horrible, these.
Oh, where are we?
Excellent volleyball, leaders.
Just show it. Just show it. We'll bet last 5-10 minutes. Yeah, one more. We're still in this game. Just show it. Just show it. We'll bet last 5-10 minutes. Yeah, one more.
Never a foul that.
Warning! How do they want it more than you, man?
Oh my god. Yeah, we post match with first team manager Edo Fakra. It's another loss for the village, and it's probably one more disappointing than previous. It's first half, you probably could argue that we could have got something, but second half, I feel like the wheels completely fell off in the first 10 minutes, and it just left us too hard to get back into.
Yeah, another defeat. They're top of the league. They've now played 7-1-7, and they're not a bad team. They could play football. They could do a little bit of everything. We're just as good as they are when we turn up and we're on it. But another game where in patches they just wanted it a little bit more than the other one of us. But yeah, that's all I can say really.
And what would you say went wrong in today's game?
I don't know what went wrong really. I mean, there were a mistake in the first 5 minutes and that just deflates you straight away anyway. And then we held our own for the rest of the first half, for the next 40 minutes, and we're still in it at half time and we're still in it. But then a silly free kick on edge of box and they slam it in the top corner in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the second half, and then you're 2-0 down against top of the league and then you're out up against it. I don't know, and then they've scored a good third goal, and then you're 3-0 down, and then there's no coming back from 3-0. No matter how good you are against top of the league, 3-0 down, you've got it all to do. And
do you think it's one of them where we always seem to leave ourselves with too much to do?
Yeah, another game where we've gone in at half time, 1-0 down. It's a bit of a pattern this season. Pretty much every league game we've gone in 1-0 down in every league game, I think. Other than one we've won. So yeah, we just need to try and stop that. But no, it's going for us today. Well, we have some players back today, which makes a nice change, and hopefully we've got a few more coming back in these next couple of weeks. But yeah, we just need to be a bit more careful in the first 10-15 minutes.
And do you think it's like you said after the Thorncliffe game, like you could see that we're starting to build and getting a bit better, but now we've slipped back into that rough patch? How do we once again get out of that?
Yeah, we're just getting players back and just getting them down training, getting the players back, and then just hopefully it just slowly starts to click back into place, because there's no doubt about it, we've got a great squad and we're a great team, but the people think just moan all the time, but the injuries that we've had this season, we've never had it before, so it's all new, and trying to get through it's been difficult. Hopefully we're going to start turning the corner now. I mean, if you look at league, I think that's 8 games, and I think 6 of them have been against top 4 or top 5 teams, so it's hopefully it starts to turn, and we start picking up points where we can get them with teams in and around us and see if we can get on a bit of a run.
I think it's general belief that next week is the biggest game of the season, so what needs to be different for us to get to win, especially after last week's disappointing defeat? What needs to be different from that game
Swinton are a good team. They're a really good team, Swinton, don't get me wrong, and it'll be an interesting game. I'm sure they were missing some players last week, I think I heard them say, and as were we, like we are most weeks. But I think if they get their players back in, they were missing, and we get our lads back in, I think it'll be one hell of a game. I think whoever wins that game can go on and win Sheffield Cup. So yeah, it's a massive game for us. It's our season all on next week, really. Hopefully our lads all turn up with the right attitude and we'll give them a game.
And who would you give man of match for today's game?
Man of match today, I give it Matt Davison. I thought he ran his socks off non-stop, and he just didn't stop. His work rate was phenomenal. So Matt Dave will get full game.
Cheers, Edo.
No worries.